It's 8:44 right now. When kids need comforting, what's better than a stuffed animal? Our friends over at KOSI 101 are once again making a difference in kids' lives by collecting new stuffed animals for their 7th annual Teddy Bear Patrol. Jenny D and Murphy Houston from KOSI are with me this morning, along with Captain Liz Lentz, who is a paramedic with Denver Health. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
I love the mission behind this. How did this even start out?
So it's their 7th year that we've been doing this with KOSI 101.1. And it's one of those where there's a story about a kid that gets hurt and needs comfort, and then all of a sudden brainstorm of, hey, you know what would be great in those situations if they had something and they were able to give that kid just that little bit of comfort and hope in that moment. And we're like, well, we have the best first responders ever. Why not get these new stuffed animals and give them out to the community so that in that instance they have something like that.
I love it. Oh my gosh. And you're right, we do have the best first responders in Colorado, big time. That's you right there. So thank you so much for all that you do in the community.
Thank you.
So talk a little bit about what this is like for you when you're able to give a kid a stuffed animal.
Sure. So when people call 911, it's usually because they're having one of the worst days of their lives. Whether or not that involves their children or it's just for them and their kids just happen to be present. Having a stuffed animal on the ambulance really helps us to put the kids at ease, helps us kind of explain to the kids what's happening, if we need to do certain interventions or assessments either on them or their family member. Just sort of helps us gain a little bit of trust with those kiddos and helps them feel a little bit more safe.
Do you notice, like when you give them that stuffed animal, a change in their demeanor or behavior in any way?
Absolutely. So as many kids do, they take it and they definitely use it as a safety device. They give it a big old hug and typically are a little more friendly with us and a little more open to working with us and letting us sort of poke around on them or do any sort of evaluation that we need to do.
Yeah. And Murphy, so the mayor of KOSI, as Jenny D calls you.
Well, it's about time I get excited. I've waited long enough for that.
Yeah. So you've been doing this now for 7 years, which is incredible.
Right.
Talk about just like how many stuffed animals that you've been able to collect and the impact that you've made on the community.
I think in 7 years we've done what, 40,000?
Oh my gosh,
stuffed animals.
Incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what gets to me, Corey, is when we have the final gathering, like we will this Saturday at the Smashburger. The parents come in with the kids that maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, got the stuffed animal, and we get to meet them. And then we talk to the first responders. And when you hear what they come across and what's going on, and there's a child, whatever, in a bad situation, and then they have one of these stuffed animals in their emergency vehicle, and it kind of just turns things around quickly. But then we get to hear the stories, and we're going, thank you for allowing us to do this and give away all these wonderful stuffed animals. And thank you to all the people that donate. We appreciate that.
How are they distributed?
Well, a lot of them will come to the Smashburger over in Lowry this Saturday and pick up. We'll have bags and boxes of stuffed animals, and people will still be coming that day and bringing a lot of. We had a lady come last year who had a teddy bear, brand new teddy bear collection for 20 years.
Whoa.
And she just loved it. They were clean, they were sterile, and she just donated them. And she was there, and then she was gone. We couldn't even thank her.
Oh, that's incredible.
That's the kind of stuff we get.
Yeah, well, that's the heart of Colorado, right? Like our community always comes together.
Totally.
All right, so people can still donate a new stuffed animal. How can they do that?
So any of the Front Range Smashburger locations, they can drop those off before Friday, or they can come and see us in Lowry at Smashburger on Saturday. We're going to be there from 11 to 2. And like I said, once we have them, we have a bunch of first responders that are being driving up. We fill their ambulance, whatever, and they can take it back to where they go. And there's also an online one at KOSI101.com. You can do it. Dollar Days has like an option on there too. So
good. And sometimes I get excited because I can run the siren.
They let you do that?
They
let me sit in the fire truck one time.
Yeah, they do.
Boy.
It's been 6 years. One
Only
time.
one time.
They have
you
not
did
made that
something wrong
mistake.
and you can't get back in again. All right, so there is a big old party that's happening on Saturday. It's like the culmination, the big party after collecting all of this. So again, the drop-off locations all over the metro area at Smashburgers, but there's that big party that's coming up on Saturday, September 7th, excuse me. You can meet the KOSI KOSI 101 crew, the mayor of KOSI,
Thank you
Murphy
very
Houston,
much.
of course. It's from 11 to 2 at the Lowry Smashburger. Of course, all that information is on KOSI's website as well. Thank you guys for everything that you're doing.
Thanks,
thank
thanks
you.
Corey,
And
for
thank you
having
for
us.
everything that you do in the community. It's so important. It really is
Thanks
incredible.
for having us.
Yeah,
Perfect.
for
Take it
comforting.
back.
You know,
That's good.
it helps me.
So good. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you.